Hey traders, Nick here on Friday, September 1st. Happy September. This is a short video just giving you a glimpse into the world of an active trader. So just going to run you through our day. We had in our group today, in our live trading room, about 285 people, give or take. And this is what happened. Before the day started, I shared my usual trade sheet, as they call it. It's basically a game plan for the day. So I had an idea what I wanted to do. And then once the market opened, we go with the flow and see what's available for the faster traders. And also along the way, we set up the idea of a couple, maybe 3 longer trades that may have 3 months on the clock. 3 weeks to 3 months, depends on the ticker. All right, so what happens? The market, what you're looking at, first of all, one day, that's Friday. And the market opened. Within the first 10 minutes, we already had an iron condor set. These are options trades that you don't need to be surgical as long as you have a handle on the range for the day. You can make money from buyers and sellers, hopeful bears and hopeful bulls. And as long as the range is correct, you make about 20 to 25% on the risk you take fairly easily. Every once in a while, they bring drama. Today, they were okay. Then probably within the hour, we had our first trade. It was a bullish trade. We set it up with a stop loss. It paid perfectly. Then we set up the second trade when we hit our target, which was a bearish trade. So we were taking the other side, and it played out pretty well. We took our third trade and it went sour. Then we got bailed out. I exited with a small loss with that one. It didn't play out, but it wasn't a big loss if somebody used the stop loss properly. And then we meandered sideways, and then we took a couple of trades. The best one, I think, for somebody who was patient, take a long trade. We got frustrated. I said, all right, how about I draw you a couple arrows? And we did those 2 little arrows, and they played out. I'm going to take the opportunity. So that's basically the day. Oh, and somewhere in between, we did an iron butterfly that delivered easy profits too. Why? Because we knew the range about where we were going to close, and we were pretty close most of the day. And that's all it takes. I don't have to be surgical. If I'm within $10 of the close, I'm making some money on that one. And we were, and that's pretty hard to do. So that was the day. But I also put an arrow on an important candle, and we did a whole lesson around it. So we educated ourselves too. And then for you, the viewers at home, I want to share an incentive for you to start looking into technicals. How can we do this? How can we be this accurate? Yesterday was even more accurate. It was astonishingly accurate. How? Because the machines are doing the trading, and they're fairly predictable because they have to use math and shapes and extensions. So they're fairly predictable. I challenge you, join a group like ours, and you will see how predictable they are. So for example, this line right here, somewhere in the morning, 8 o'clock my time, so within an hour and a half of the open, I drew a line and I thought it was an opportunity. It didn't come to fruition, but it was an important area because of what happened here and what happened here, and looking left, you can't see it. So look how accurate that line was at the end of the day. Look at where they died with that last burst. So clearly, what I saw was relevant enough that the machines saw as well, and they continued seeing all day. That's just one example, right? And then on the way down, I thought this was an area, a breakout area here, short term, coming out from the very bottom. They broke out, they came back, they touched it for support. If you can't see it, I'll move the line. They defended it again, and again, they weren't very surgical with it, but it was a good area. And look at where they bounced, even after hours. Friday afternoon, whoop, whoop. Oh, so that's what they were trading. I heard some people trading. I was like, what are you guys doing? There was a dip after hours that happened, unless this is a blip. Anyway, so you can see even when the markets closed on Friday afternoon, they still respect these levels. Let these 2 things here just pique your curiosity. Oh, and by the way, this rectangle from the first of the day, look at where the market closed. Right in the middle of the rectangle. What? So this is what I'm saying. This stuff is predictable, and it's fun to trade during the day. You don't have to be there all day. You can pop in and out just to get curious. All right. I will have a link in the description if you're interested in learning this stuff. We do have a few in-person classes.